Now paper number 293. Now in this question number 66, onwards they come under this reasoning section. Now first one Japan, how many persons are there? 8 persons. Now first priority or the second priority? First priority. There is no other parameter added to this one. And 8 persons are living on 8 different floors. Floors means top to bottom 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. And how many persons are there? 8 persons. And these 8 persons are staying on these 8 different floors. Then coming to condition number 1. Now first condition ఏమని చెప్పండి? Now coming to the first one here, A is living in an odd number floor and above floor number 3. Above floor number 3, odd number any possibilities ఉంటాయి చెప్పండి? 2 possibilities. And C can be either on the 5th floor or A can be on the 7th floor, 2 possibilities. And there are 2 persons between A and D. Now in this case, 2 persons between A and D, D can be like this, isn't it? Or, and A is here, D can be like this. In this case, we are getting 2 different possibilities. అవునా కదా? And in this case, there are 2 persons between A and D, D must be on the 4th floor. And next one, R is living immediately above this A, R is immediately above this A, R is immediately above this A. And there are 4 persons between C and S, C is living above S. Now C is living above S, how many persons are there? There are exactly 4. Now if C is 1, 2, 3, 4, S must be here, there is a possibility. Now C ఇక్కడ ఉండే ఛాన్స్ ఉందా? C ఇక్కడ ఉంటే then S and D must be in the same place, isn't it? And C cannot be at this place. And so where should this is? C is here 1, 2, 3, 4, S is here. And again in this case, C is here 1, 2, 3, 4, S is here. Now in this case, ఇక్కడ ఎక్కడ ఉన్నారు చెప్పండి. And now C is here 1, 2, 3, 4, S is here. And next one, Q is living on an odd number, even number floor. Q living on an even number floor. In this case, Q must be on the 4th floor. Here again 4th floor. Here, Q must be on the 2nd floor. And next one, B is not living immediate to Q. And B and Q are not adjacent to each other. I mean, P and C are living on an immediate floors. As P and C are living on immediate floors, P and C were like this. Now in this case, P and C immediate not possible. Now P and C immediate, P is here. Then B is not living immediate to Q. Finally, B is here. But as B is not adjacent to Q, this is also ruled out. And finally, we have left with only B on the first floor. Then, how many persons live in between P and Q? Now, in between P and Q, how many are there? There are exactly 2 people. Choice by question number 66. And who among the following lives on floor number 1? That is B, choice 3. And 68, 4 out of the following means odd one out, P and A. Now, between P and A, there is exactly 1 person. And C and R, there is exactly 1 person. A and S, there is exactly 1 person. B and Q, there are 2 persons. And R and Q, there is exactly 1 person. Except choice 4. And in the remaining, there is exactly 1 person between these 2. And 69, who lives on the floor immediately above this D? Yes, that is choice 1, question number 69. And how many persons live below R? There are 5 persons who are living below R, that is choice 4, question number 70. Done with this? Then 71 onwards. Now it is based on sequence. Now if all the letters are deleted from the above arrangement, then which of the following element is 11th from the right? And 11th from the right without the letters. Let's start counting here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. And so what is your answer here? 1, that is choice 3, question number 71. Then coming to 72, find the odd one out. And Y and 8. Now Y and 8, what is the difference we have? Plus 2. And 8 and this sigma, there is exactly 1, minus 1. And again 7 and 2. 7 and 2, tell me what is the difference we have? Plus 2. And 2 and this power, and this is plus 1. And 8 minus 1 equals 7 plus 2 plus 1. Next one, 6 at the rate of S. Now 6 at the rate of S, if you take 6 and at the rate of, then what is the difference we have? Plus 2. And at the rate of NS, what is the difference? Minus 1. Now 2, 1 is continuing here, 2 plus 1 is, that is the odd one. And so what is your answer? Choice 2, question number 72. Then coming to this 73, and how many such symbols are there? The question is about a symbol and precede followed by a number and immediately preceded by a letter. and the sequence must be letter, symbol and a number. Letter, symbol and a number. Now this is letter not followed by symbol, letter, symbol and a number. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? Letter, symbol and a number. Next one, letter, symbol, letter, symbol, letter, symbol. These two symbols are ruled out. Letter, symbol and a number, and letter, symbol but not number, and letter, symbol and a number. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? And next one, letter, symbol and a number. This is one more. And how many are there all together? And letter, symbol and a number. There is one more. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? And how many are there? More than 4. That is choice for question number 73. Then coming to this 74, and it is based on parallel rows. Now parallel rows, there is no other parameter added to this one. First or the second priority. First priority itself. Hence how many persons are there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 persons in one row and 6 in the other row. Now tell me who are the persons in the first row. Now in the first row, in row 1, J, K, L, M, N, O, and they are facing towards which direction? North. Now J, K, L, M, N, O, they are facing towards north, and in this case P, Q, R, S, T, U, and they are facing towards south. Then O sits out to the right of N. O is seated out to the right of N. Now if N is here, O is seated out to the right of N, there is one possibility. Saripenda? And what is the next possibility we have? And in the next possibility, now between these two persons, O and N, one person is at an extreme end annadu. Avuna kada? And one of them sits at an extreme end. In the first case, we have taken N is at the extreme end. Now in the second case, we are taking O is at the extreme end. If O is said, there are two persons in between N and O. O is seated out to the right of N. And only one person between O and K. Now in this case, there are two different possibilities for this K. And in this case, there must be exactly one possibility. K is here. The one who is facing K sits out to the left of R. If K is here, the one who is facing K will be here. And that person out to the left of R is not possible. That person can be at the most 1 to the left of R. Hence K cannot be at this place. As K cannot be here, then what is the other possibility we have? And K must be here. The one who is facing K and sits out to the left of R, R is here. The one who is facing K sits out to the left of R, R is here. Then the one K sits out, the one who faces K and sits out to the left of R. And two persons between R and S. Now 2 in between R and S, here again 2 in between R and S. And L is an immediate neighbor of N. L is an immediate neighbor of N. L is here, L is here. And P and M are facing each other. Now P and M are facing each other means, now P is here, M is here, that is the only possibility we have. Now in this one also P and M are opposite to each other, and the one who faces L is sitting second to the right of you. The one who is facing L is seated second to the right of you. Now this one who is facing L seated second to the right of you, is it possible? No, and this case is ruled out. Then next one, and Q does not face L, this is Q. Then tell me who is the person after P, Q, R, S, T and U. Now in this case, J, K, L, M, N. Saripena? Then according to this one, what is the position of T with respect to S? And position of T with respect to S, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 to the right. Now 4 to the right, that is choice 4. And who among us the following is facing you? O is facing you, choice 2. And 4 out of the following 5 are alike in a certain way. Now Q, N, S, K. Q, K, S, N, except T. The remaining 4 persons are at the corners, but as T is not at the corner, choice 4, question number 76. And which of the following statements is true regarding J? And only 2 persons between J and K, definitely true. And J faces you, that is false. And both 1 and 3 only got the third one. J faces one of the immediate neighbors of T, that is also true. And so what is your answer? Both 1 and 3, choice 5, 77. And who among us the following is facing Q? N, that is choice 2, 78. The next one is 79 onwards. 79 to 81. How many questions were given under this one? Only 3 questions. Ma 3 questions is change cheppandi. And let us try to work out this one directly. And what is the code for today annadu? Ma today anedi ekkada undi manaki? Now if you compare here the first and the last. Now in the first and the fourth statement, what is the word that is common? Today. As today is the only word that is common between these two. And what is the code that is common here? AG. And the code for today is AG, choice 3, question number 79. Then next coming to 18. And what does the code KV stands for? And what does the code KV stands for? Ma KV ekkada undi cheppandi. Now KV is there in the second and the fourth. అంతే కదా, ఇంకెక్కడ లేదు కదా KV. And king is like live and is. And so what is the code for this one? And KV is the only code that is common between the second and the fourth. And in the second and the fourth statement, is the word that is common. And the code for KV is that is choice for question number 80. And if good habit is coded as, what is the code for every day? Annam. Clear? Now good habit. Now good and a habit. ఇందులో మనకి టుడేకి అయితే మనకి కోడ్ వచ్చేస్తుంది కదా. నౌ వీ నీడ్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద కోడ్ ఫర్ గుడ్. అండ్ టుడేకి అయితే మనకి ఆన్సర్ వచ్చింది. దెన్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్ వీ హ్యావ్? వాట్ ఈస్ ద కోడ్ ఫర్ టుడే? మా టుడేకి ఏజీ కదా. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్ కింగ్ ఈజ్ లైక్ అండ్ ఈజ్. ద కోడ్ ఫర్ ఈజ్ ఈజ్ వాట్? ఈజ్ ఈజ్ కేవీ. ఈ రెండు అయిపోయింది. ఇంకేమీ లేదు. గుడ్ అండ్ డే. నా గుడ్ అండ్ డే వీ కెనాట్ ఏబుల్ టు ఐడెంటిఫై ద కోడ్స్ ఫర్ దిస్. ఈ రెండిట్లో కోడ్స్ వస్తున్నాయా? రావట్లేదు. మరి ఇక్కడ ఏమన్నాడు? గుడ్ హ్యాబిట్ ఎన్ఆర్ హెచ్డి అన్నాడు కాబట్టి గుడ్ ఈజ్ హెచ్డి. ఇఫ్ గుడ్ ఈజ్ హెచ్డి అండ్ హ్యాబిట్ ఈజ్ వాట్? ఎన్ఆర్. సరిపోయిందేమో. దెన్ వాట్ ఈజ్ ద కోడ్ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ డే? నా ఇన్ దిస్ వన్ గుడ్ ఈజ్ హెచ్డి కాబట్టి మిగిలిపోయింది డేకి ఏముంది చెప్పండి? డబ్ల్యూసి. డబ్ల్యూసి దెన్ ఎవ్రీ. అండ్ వెర్ ఈజ్ ద వర్డ్ ఎవ్రీ? డూ వీ హ్యావ్ దిస్ వర్డ్ ఎవ్రీ? ఎవ్రీ లేదు కదా. ఎవ్రీ లేదు కాబట్టి ఏం చేయాలి? హెన్స్ విచ్ ఆర్ ద వాట్ కెన్ బి ద కోడ్? ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద కోడ్ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ డే, వాట్ కెన్ బి ద కోడ్. మా ఏమవ్వచ్చు? ఎవ్రీకి కోడ్ ఏమవచ్చు? ఇచ్చిన కోడ్ కన్నా వేరేది ఏదైనా అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది అంటాం. దెన్ డబ్ల్యూసి ఉండాలి, ఏజీ ఉండకూడదు. ఏజీ ఎందుకు ఉండకూడదు చెప్పండి? ఏజీ ఈజ్ ద కోడ్ ఫర్ ఏజ్. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్ డబ్ల్యూసి ఈజ్ నాట్ దేర్, డబ్ల్యూసి ఈజ్ నాట్ దేర్. నౌ డబ్ల్యూసి ఎంఎన్. కెన్ ఎంఎన్ బి ద కోడ్ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ? నో, because mn is the code for one of these words, live, like, or lost, and this is again ruled out. And so what is your answer? Choice for question number 81. Done with this? మా 5 questions ఉంటే ఏం చేస్తున్నాం చెప్పండి? వర్డ్స్ రాసుకుంటాం, కోడ్స్ రాసుకుంటాం. బట్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ 3 questions. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ దట్ మచ్ రిక్వైర్డ్. అండ్ దట్ టూ ఇంకా లేదనుకుంటేటకి ఈ 2 questions చూడండి. 79, 80 అండ్ ఫ్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ సెకండ్స్లో అయిపోయింది. అండ్ 81 ఒక్కటి కొద్దిగా టైం టేకింగ్. ఇన్ కేస్ టైం లేదనుకుంటే దీన్ని స్కిప్ చేయొచ్చు ఒక మార్క్. Then next one coming to question number 82. Now in this 82, and Ram starts from point A and walks how many meters? 9 meters west. Now this is A. Now this person walks how many meters? 9 meters west and direction to reach a point D. D question. And from that he takes left turn and walks 7 meters. From here left hand side 7 meters and to reach a point B. To reach a point B. And from B then he takes 6 meters east direction from here and 6 meters east direction and to reach a point H. ఇక్కడ నుంచి H. And again from that he takes right turn and walks 4 meters to reach E. ఇక్కడ నుంచి 4 meters and reaches to which point? Point E. And then he takes right turn. Then he takes right turn and walks 4 meters. ఇందులో నుంచి 4 meters. అంతే కదా. And 4 meters and reaches a point G. And from here he walks 8 meters north to reach a point F. ఇక్కడ నుంచి నార్త్కి వెళ్ళాడు. 8 meters అంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి ఎంత అయిందమ్మా? 4. అండ్ ఈ 6లో ఆల్రెడీ ఇది 4 అయిపోతే ఇది ఎంత రావాలి? 2 ఉంది. అండ్ అనదర్ 4 meters ఈజ్ లెఫ్ట్ ఓవర్. 4 + 4 సరిపోయిందా లేదా? అండ్ వాట్ ఈజ్ దిస్ వన్? అండ్ ఫైనల్లీ రీచెస్ పాయింట్ F. దెన్ వాట్ ఈజ్ ద షార్టెస్ట్ డిస్టెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ F అండ్ A? నౌ వీ నీడ్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ దిస్ షార్టెస్ట్ డిస్టెన్స్. దెన్ వాట్ ఈజ్ దిస్ వెర్టికల్ డిస్టెన్స్? మా మొత్తం 7లో 4 అయిపోతే ఇంకెంత మిగిలింది? 3 ఉంది. నా ఇందులో ఈ 9లో అండ్ ఇది ఎంత చెప్పండి? 4. 4 నో టోటల్ ఇది 2 కదా. ఇది 2 అయితే ఇది ఎంత అవ్వాలి? 7 అవ్వాలి. అండ్ 7 square + 2 square అండ్ 49 + 4 49 ప్లస్ అండ్ 7 square + 2 square 51 √51 choice and 51 or 53 and 49 + 9 49 + 9 58 choice 3 82 and 3 square + 7 square. Now 3 square + 7 square √58 choice 3. Then 83. Then point E is in which direction? From point B అన్నాడు. మా B దగ్గర నుంచి మనం ఈకి వెళ్ళాలంటే ఏ డైరెక్షన్ వెళ్ళాలి? ఫస్ట్ వీ నీడ్ టు మూవ్ టువర్డ్స్ సౌత్ అండ్ ఈస్ట్. సౌత్ ఈస్ట్ దట్ ఈస్ చాయిస్ 5. అండ్ 84 if point K is 2 meters east of B అన్నాం. ఈస్ట్ ఆఫ్ B K is 2 meters అంటే K must be exactly at this place. అంతే కదా. అండ్ then which among the following points make a perfect square? మా స్క్వేర్ ఏమేమి వస్తుంది చెప్పండి? 2 and which among KEBD? మా KEBD మనకి అవుతుందా? మనకి perfect square no. And next one, what is the next one we have? And DABH D and A. And K, E, H, G avutunda leda? Yes, K, E, H and G. Then what is the distance we have? K, E, H and G. Now here it is 4, 4, 4, 4 and so on. And it should form a perfect square. Choice 3, 85, 84. Then coming to this 85 onwards, now 7 teachers, MNOPQRS, and taking maths classes from Monday to Sunday. Monday to Sunday, no other parameter added, and it must be under the first priority. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Isn't it? Saturday and Sunday as well. And 7 persons on these 7 different days. Then coming to condition number 1, and SC is taking classes on one of the days before Wednesday. Before Wednesday, who is that person? S. Before Wednesday, what are the possibilities we have for this? 2 possibilities. What are those 2? Now, Tuesday or Tuesday. Then, and S is taking classes on one of the days before Wednesday. There are 3 persons between Q and S. Now, in between Q and S, there must be exactly 3. 1, 2, 3, 3 persons between Q and S. And P is taking classes immediately before the day on which R is taking. And P is immediately before R. P and R must be together. Isn't it? And as many teachers taking class between Q and N equals to what? Equals to Q and O. Q and N equals to Q and O. Neither R nor N is taking classes on Thursday. Now R and N cannot be on Thursday. R and N. Then coming back to this one, P and R. Now can we have P and R like this? Chance. Then what is the next one we have? And P and R must be together. P is here, R is here. And P and R are like this. Then in between Q and N, Q and O. Q and N, Q and O. That means Q must be exactly between N and O. That means 1 between N and O must be here. The other person must be here. Is it possible? And this case is ruled out. Then coming back to this one. Now in this P and R, how many possibilities we have? P and R. P and R can be like this. This is one such a possibility. Inka possibility akkada cheppandi, S ikkada and Q ikkada, and P and R can be like this. I mean, they get 2 possibilities. Then next one, Q is exactly between N and O. As Q is exactly between N and O, and so is here, N is here. Saripenda? And Q is exactly between N and O. Kanaka Q kanna kindana either N or O raval, because Q must be in between N and O, which is not possible. This is ruled out. Then who is the person left out? Inka migilipindi evaru cheppandi? M. M is here. Then how many teachers are taking classes between R and N? In between R and N, there are exactly 2. Choice for 85. And 86, who among the following is taking classes on Saturday? That is N, choice 2. And 87, 4 out of the following means odd one out, Wednesday and Q. And Wednesday and Q, there is exactly 1 person. And Monday and R, 1 person. Thursday and N, there is exactly 1 person. Friday and M, there is exactly 1 person. Sunday and N. Sunday and they are adjacent to each other. Choice 5 is the odd one. Question number 87. Then 88. And how many teachers are taking classes before Q? Before Q, there are 4 persons. Choice 2. And who among the following is taking classes exactly between M and S? Exactly between M and S and O. O is the answer. That is choice 1, 89. Done with this? The next one, 90 onwards. There are 9 members in a family. Blood relations. Now, there are 3 questions given under this blood relations here. And S is the daughter of I. I is the husband of N. I is the husband of N. I and N are married couple. I is a male, N is a female. And S is the daughter of I. S is a female. And I, who is the husband of N. K is the granddaughter of C. And P is the spouse of M. M, who is the brother of S. Now, who is the brother of S? M. M is the brother of S. And in the same way, P is the spouse of M. P is the spouse of M means P and M are married couple. M is a male, P is a female. S, who is the mother of E. Now this S is the mother of E. And R is the son-in-law of N. R is the son-in-law of N. Now this I has only 1 daughter and 1 son. 1 son is already there and 1 daughter. And R is the son-in-law means this R must be married to whom? R must be married to S. Saripendama? And next one, and C is the father-in-law of M. And C is the father-in-law of M. M's father-in-law means M's wife's father. And C is the father-in-law. 3 plus 4, 7 plus 1, 8. Now we have left with one more information. Now K. K is the granddaughter of C. As K is the granddaughter of C, now where should this K? K must be at this place. And together, K is the granddaughter of C. Then how is K related to M? K related to M. K is the daughter of M, choice 3, question number 90. Then 91. And if G is the spouse of C, if G is the spouse of C, G and C are married couple, C is a male, G is a female, then how is G related to P? Now G is the mother of P, choice 2, question number 91. Then 92. How is A related to I? A related to I, now the gender of this A is not known, maybe male or a female, isn't it? Hence grandchild cannot be determined, choice 4, question number 92. Then 93 onwards, 93, 94, 95. Now these three are based on data sufficiency. Then data sufficiency, then 96 to 100. Amma ee 3 questions unnai, 96 to 100, 5 questions unnai. Now between these two, tell me which is easier. Ma ఏది ఫస్ట్ చేయాలి? ఎందుకలా? అసలు అది కాదు, అసలు మీరు టైమింగ్ చూసుకుంటారా? ఆ టైమింగ్లో 1 or 2 minutes ఉంటే అది చేస్తారు. ఏది? డేటా సఫిషియన్సీ. ఎందుకు అది సెపరేట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ కాబట్టి ఒక్కొక్క క్వశ్చన్ చేసుకున్న 1 or 2 marks వస్తాయి. అదే టైం ఎక్కువ ఉందనుకుంటే అప్పుడు 96 to 100 రావాలి. దెన్ ఎందుకంటే లాస్ట్కి వచ్చేసాం పేపర్, లాస్ట్కి వచ్చి ఆల్మోస్ట్ యూ విల్ కన్జ్యూమ్ అరౌండ్ సమ్ 15 minutes అయిపోయి ఉండాలి. ఇంకా మనకి హార్డ్లీ యూ విల్ బి లెఫ్ట్ విత్ అరౌండ్ సమ్, ఇంకెంత టైం ఉంటుంది? 5 minutes. 5 minutesలో ఇది అవుతుందో అది అవుతుందో క్యాల్కులేట్. 5 minutes వరకు అంటే 96 to 100 యాజ్ కంఫర్టబుల్గా అయిపోతుంది. లేదు అనుకుంటే 1 or 2 minutes ఉందనుకుంటే అప్పుడు డేటా సఫిషియన్సీ. కనీసం 1 mark అయినా వస్తుంది, లేకపోతే మనకి మొత్తం అరేంజ్మెంట్ వచ్చినా రాకపోతే ఒక్క క్వశ్చన్ కూడా రాదు. దెన్ అండ్ లాస్ట్కి వచ్చే టైంకి యువర్ priority should be in that pattern. Based on this, the time you are left with. Then coming to this 96 to 100. Now in this, MNOPQT are seated around a square table. How many persons are there? There are some 8 persons and seated around a square table, and 4 at the corners and 4 at the centers, and the persons who are at the corners are facing away from the center, and the centers are facing towards the center. And they get them? And middle of the sides. The one who sit at the corners face outside. The persons are in the middle. Then coming to condition number 1. మా ఈ type of questions లో first మనం ఏం ట్రై చేస్తాం? Direction. M is sitting second to the right of R, T faces and 3 people M and S, S is an immediate neighbor T. There is no information regarding the direction. అవునా కదా? మరి ఏం చేయాలి? డైరెక్షన్ ఇవ్వలేదు కాబట్టి then we need to take a possibility. M is seated second to the right of R. Maybe R is at the corner or R is at the center. రెండే కదా పాసిబిలిటీస్. అయితే కార్నర్లో ఉండాలి, లేకపోతే ఒక సెంటర్లో ఉండాలి. దెన్ నౌ కమింగ్ టు ద సెకండ్ పాసిబిలిటీ హియర్. నౌ వేర్ షుడ్ దిస్ వన్ ఆర్ ఈజ్ అట్ ద సెంటర్. మాకు సరిపోయిందా? దెన్ కమింగ్ బ్యాక్ టు దిస్ వన్, M is seated second to the right of R, M is at this place. Now in this one, M is seated second to the right of R, M is here. And T faces N. Only 3 persons between M and S means they are opposite to each other. M and S are opposite. And S is an immediate neighbor of Q. S is an immediate neighbor of Q, and so Q can be either here or here. There are 2 possibilities. And here again, Q can be either in these 2 places. And next one, and T is not an immediate neighbor of P, and only 2 persons between P and Q. Now in between P and Q, how many people are there? There must be exactly 2 people. Earlier we have one more person, that is T and N are opposite to each other. And T faces N. I mean, it's all important information. T faces N అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏం చెప్పండి? T and N are at the middle of the square table, isn't it? That means they are facing each other. As they are facing each other, T and N are facing each other అన్నాం. As T and N are facing each other, then can we have T at this place? T ఇక్కడ ఉంటే N ఇక్కడ ఉండాలి, అంతే కదా? Now if T and N were like this, then T is not an immediate neighbor of P అన్నాం. T is not an, only 2 persons between P and T is here, Q will be here. Q ఇక్కడ ఉంటే P, 2 persons between P and Q. Is it possible? Not possible. Hence, T cannot be at this place. Now follow here, and T cannot be at this place. As T cannot be here, then what is the other possibility we can have? Can we have T at this place? T ekkada undachama? And T ekkada unte T and N are facing each other, N will be here. If T and N were like this, now S is an immediate neighbor of Q, and there are 2 persons between P and Q. Where should this be? P is here. Then only 2 in between P and Q. P and Q, there are 2 persons. ఇంకా మిగిలిపోయిన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏం చెప్పండి? O is here. O must be at this place. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? అమ్మా? And only 2 persons. T is not an immediate neighbor of P. As T is not an immediate neighbor of P, this case is ruled out, isn't it? That means T cannot be here. If T cannot be here, Can we have T like this or not? T ikkada n. Then T is not an immediate neighbor. Done with this? And coming to question number 96. Who among the following is seated second to the right of O? O ki second right evaru cheppandi? T choice 3. And 4 out of the following means odd one out Q O N M T. Now Q O N T except M. The remaining 4 persons are what? Are at the ends. Now M is at the center, choice for 98. And which of the following is not true with respect to the given seating arrangement? 3 persons between P and R, definitely true or not? And 3 in between P and R, definitely true, choice for 98. All are true, R is an immediate neighbor of T. And that is also true, hence all are true, choice 398. And next one, 99. What is the position of R with respect to S? R with respect to S, second to the right. Now second to the right, that is choice 599. How many persons sit between P and M when counted in anti-clockwise direction from M? From M, P and M, there is exactly 1 person, choice 400. Done with this? And between P and M, when counted in anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise and itu pakka ravali kada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 persons, choice 3, question number 100. Clear? Now this is about paper number 293, question number 66 to 100. Inka number series em unnaya? Number 41. Then coming back to this one, 41 is finding the next number. Now 71, 72. 71 to start in the 8855 question. 8855 and M. Numbers are increasing at a very fast rate. Hence it must be product or combination. Then 71 to 72 into 1 plus 1. Here into 2 plus 2. Next one into 3 plus 3. And 146 into 3 plus 3. 6 into 3, 8 plus 3. 6 into 3, 18 plus 3. Last digit must be 1. And last digit 145 into 3, 441. So the choice 1. And coming to question number 42. 9 and 4.5. Number once decreased. One number okasari taggindante em cheyali into 0.5 or into 1 and so on. 9 into 0.5 is 4.5 into 1 and next one into 2 into 4, next one into 8. 36 into 8, 6 into 8, 8. Last digit 8, our choice 2 is the answer. And next one 43. And 43, 13, 19.5. Means 13 into how much? 13 into 1.5 kadama. 13 into 1, 13. 13 into 0.5, 6.5. 13 plus 6.5, 19.5. Indikala blank ga chustara mari. Into 1.5. Next one. 19.5 into 1.5 enta avutundi? 19.5 into 1.5. 19.5 into 1, 19.5. 19.5 divided by 2 enta? 8.75. Avuna kada? Then, ee rendu add cheste em ayipindi? 29.25. That means each of these number is multiplied with into 1.5. 29.25. 29 into 1 and 29 and 29 into 0.5. And those Japandi and 14.5. 29 plus 14, 42. And plus this one, 43.75. Saripenda? Into 1.5 into 1.5 and so on. Each of these number is multiplied with into 1.5. Then 44. Now in this 44, 7, 17.5. 7, 17.5 and so on. Then, 7 and 17.5, 7 into 2, 14. And 14 plus how much? 3.5. 3.5 into 7 lo half. And this number can be written as into 2.5 raskochu kada. Into 2.5. Then again in this case if you observe here. And 109 and into 2.5. Saripotunda leda? 109 into 2 is how much? 109 is 218. And 109 divided by 2 and 54. Saripotunda leda? Into 2.5. Then hence here again into 2.5. Tell me what is your answer here? 17.5 into 2.5. And those are the answer. No, sir. 17.5 into 175 raskochu kada. 2.5 into 25 కింద రాసుకోవచ్చు కదా. కనుక దీన్ని డివైడెడ్ బై 4 చేసుకోండి. ఎంత వస్తుంది? 4 4s 16 and 15 అంటే ఎంత వస్తుంది? 4 3s and next one ఇంకెంత మిగిలింది? 7 5 43.75 చాయిస్. దెన్ మనం డివైడెడ్ బై 4 ఎందుకు చేసాం అక్కడ? ఇంటూ 2.5ని ఎలా రాసుకోవచ్చు? 10/4 రాసుకోవచ్చు కదా. అందుకే 17.5ని 10తో మల్టిప్లై చేసాం. అప్పుడు 175 అయిపోయింది. ఇదేమో డివైడెడ్ బై 4. బోత్ ఆర్ 1 అండ్ ద సేమ్. Then next coming to question number 5. My fifth one చేస్తారు 144, 130 and so on. Tell me what are the numbers we have. Now the difference between these two is 43. And next one and 86. 43, 86. Next one 129. What are these numbers? 43 into 1 into 2 into 3, 43 into 4, 43 into 5. 43 into 5 enta? 430 divided by 2, that is 215. Now if you add 215 to this one, 5 plus 1 is 6 and 21 plus 43 and those are 640. And 646 choice 5, question number 45. Done with this? Now this is about paper number 293.